getting it wrong there, high siding. John Henry III at 4-car, showing to be in the lead right now after 1 lap. 23.8 to start her out. See what happens here. Some of these guys going pretty quick. .115 down in this one. All these guys bouncing around, don't really know their true paces just yet. Some of these guys starting out with hero laps. We'll see if they can hold it down and keep that consistency. Evan's got fans in the chat. He's in the 2 spot right now in a 13.510, just coming by the line. We'll see what Rich can do. Rich by the line. Our leader should be got Larry Tom ready to do some fast marshaling there. We're going to catch up here. Ooh, Evan having a hurt box lap, dropping down to a 13.520. Top 7 in this one, looking to go 13. Now top 6. So these guys having some rough laps and losing pace, but John Henry III still holding down the top spot, followed by Day May and Colton Davis back into the 30 spot. Colton Davis now up into the 2 spot, ripping and clawing, trying to get back up there with a 23.3 best. Not as good as John Henry's 23.1 though. Both these guys on some mid. Oh, look at that. Colton Davis back into the top spot on a 13.512. And John Henry III coming by the line and on cam for his 6th lap. 3 down, 2 to go in this one. John Henry III pulling that one back out. I believe that was Colton Davis on cam getting hung up on a pipe. I'm getting a confirmative on the mic, so looks like I was right there. 13.510 for John Henry. Going over the triple, double, short shoot, and catching up into some back markers here, so we'll see what that does for him. Evan, though, with a 22.7 on that last one, fighting and clawing his way back up into the 2 spot. I'll let you know when Evan comes by the line, Chris, and we're going to do a couple laps with him. He's got some fans in the chat. Going to be by the line now, so he should be doing the triple right about meow. One of those is Evan. We're going to follow these cars around. And Ryan giving him a shout out on the chat. Evan with a rough lap there. We're going to follow him around, though, as he comes by the line. Meow. Dropping down into the 8th spot. We're going to follow him around, though, because he's definitely got some sick pace on that rig. Out of the top 5 overall right now, but we'll see what he can do. He's got a few more laps to throw down. Evan on cam in the 8th spot. We'll see what he can do here. Already climbing back up into the 6th spot. Ooh, with a double front flip to nose wheelie. Through the short chute. Over the tabletop. He should get this one and one more, so we'll see what he can do. Probably be a fast 12 or a slow 13. We'll see. Ooh, as these guys finish out. John Henry's going to be finishing up on the clock, so we're going to follow. John Henry still on the clock and going here on cam. He's got a windshield full of Colton Davis, though, in the 4th spot. Colton been super fast, but extremely inconsistent this one. Hopefully his other 3 rounds are a little bit better there. John Henry III coming by the line and walking in a 13-5-17. Our new TQ from the B-Sort, beating out Jeremy Thornton's TQ by just about a second and a half. And Rich coming in.
Oh, in the pits.
Oh, mamacita.
Open the doors.
Time to ventilate this baby out. No good. Leffler coming in, flexing his muscles on that short out. Someone must have had some sand in their pocket. They put that one out pretty quick. Let's get that bad boy outside.
Get it outside.
And this is what California wants all of our cars to be powered by in the future. Sounds like a great idea. Got Brendan Edwards right there. Got the jacket in front of the nose. That's got to be yummy. That stuff hurts the eyes and throat, man. That stuff is no joke. Man, oh man. Good job, John Henry III, though. 13-5-17, our new TQ. Got Shoe on the cam. Checking out that wildfire. I've come to short out your batteries. That's why we go red to red and black to black, not the other way around. Something happening there. Got the chat coming in. Who on fire? I don't know. Someone must have done a desk pop, and we're going to get the story on that later. Desk pop. You ever done desk pop, Matt? You got to do a desk pop. It's good. Chime in on the chat, guys. When's the last time you had a lipo blow up on you? I remember my last one. I had a teammate in a 5th scale enduro stab a lipo with a flathead screwdriver and essentially melted our car down. That was fun. So when's the last time you guys had some kind of electrical or battery issue? We're going to follow around with Caden here. All white rig with the white wheels for his first lap. Chat going up. Kenny saying, blame the photographer. I don't think we can blame Shu for anything. He can do no wrong. Oh, yeah, we got the door open. Fan going. Still falling around with Caden. He is in the 2 spot. Landon Cartwright having a fire first lap, so we'll see what happens here. Caden's back up into the top spot. Top 3 so far in 14 lap runs. Josiah's right there, though. 0.4 away from a 14er. And as I say that, Nico comes in having a 14 and dropping off just as fast as that down to a 13.511. So something happening there to Nico. Well, we're hanging out with Caden, though. got a little bit of open track in front of him. Rear view mirror full of, I believe that's either Landon or Mr. M. Oh, you can't park there. Parking ticket for that yellow rig. Caden with the huckabuck, getting it wrong there. Is going to have a slightly slower lap, but he's got a 14.509 and losing it quick down to a 14.516. 3:23 left to go in this one. Oh, nothing but the worst luck for Caden there, getting hung up with a back marker. 24-0 that last time, and this one's going to be no better. Still hanging on to a 14-lap run for Caden. 3 minutes left to go. Losing a little bit of consistency there. Not his fault, though, but it is what it is when it comes to back markers. 2:40 left to go in this one. 21.6 is his best, had a pair of 24s. Now he's back down to a 22.1. Rocking a 14.520, our only driver right now on a 14-lap run. And as I say that, gets it wrong by himself on the tabletop and driving off the track. Right to the marshal, though. If you're going to do it, that's the best way to do it. And, Caden coming by with his roughest lap of the race, a 26.9. Josiah taking that lead over.
Sorry, dude, I didn't realize. That fool hit me and it didn't. So I was like, why? I didn't check on everything.
All right. Got Caden, Josiah on cam. Getting caught up with Caden. Top two on cam with a back marker. So we follow along with Josiah. 24-4 the last time by. Minute 40 left to go. No one on a 14-lap run now in this A sort of the intermediate class. 17.5 lock timing. Josiah trying to catch back up to Caden on the track. Caden having a 21.9 that last time by, and Josiah having a 23.2, losing a little bit of pace. And as I say that, Caden must have had a bobble. Josiah's right up on his back bumper now. 5.02 and a 5.05 for our top two here. Caden getting hung up on a pipe. Caden with some serious pace, but having no good luck, making his own line over the tabletop trip to get around Josiah. These guys going back and forth like they're battling for cash, but this is just mark qualifying. Caden off the track. Hopefully he gets put back on the right side, and he does. Josiah now 13.501.6, flirting with a 14er. He's got a couple of laps left to do some damage. Josiah over the trip, getting around lap traffic. 11 seconds left to go in this one. Don't know if he's got enough time or he's going to get caught at the line. We'll see here. Got some back markers. Our cameraman's choking on the smoke now. Josiah still going. 13.501 right now, but we'll see. We're following along with Josiah. He must have got caught at the line. 13.501 for Josiah. Josiah getting that one with Caden in the 2 spot. As the day winds down, we're going to see how all this qualifying worked out. You can see some of the drivers waving, squinting. That smoke, that extra element there. See if the misters can kind of grab that smoke and lay it back down on the track and clear the air a little bit. I know, I can smell it a little bit. Getting a mild headache from it, but wasn't in the pits, thankfully. Altegra in the chat here, talking about the dark times of indoor stock racing here. Yeah, those were weird times. I think now these guys have so much power, there's no real need to do any of that silliness, but I don't know. Some of these guys' chargers are pretty intense. The gauging on the wires is almost jumper cable sized. All right, don't know the full and complete story, but I got a little bit of insider info from a competitor in this D sort that our camera guy was talking to, and apparently it was someone charging their battery, and the battery was in a lipo bag. So super extra careful practice there, always recommended, and still smoked us out pretty good. So if there was no bag, we would have had a flamer, I guess. And we're going to follow this one out. We're going to start with Prince. We're going to keep up with him for at least a lap here. He's super fast. Looking for a little bit of luck in this one. As we follow along with Prince, I'm going to check in here on some results and standings. Let's see here. Right now, as it stands, we'll see after that bobble. He had a fire first lap. 21.34 Prince. As it sits right now, the Prince of Darkness is in the 9 spot of the A main. We'll see, though. He's been doing work from the D sort, not having the most luck, usually getting fast 14ers, but has the pace for a mid-15 all day. Just got to have a little bit more luck and consistency as we watch him bobble there. Now he's got work to do. Got Xander in the lead here on a 14.513. Watching Xander go around the track now. Over the trip. Playing it safe that time around. Got Diego in the lead of this one. Catching up with him. Looks like Ryan Prince pulling out a little bit on the track in front of Diego. We'll see, though, how this shakes out. Everybody in this class super fast. As we follow around with Diego. Top 3, we got Diego, Xander, and Prince. Mac Mitchell, no slouch, 21.9. Top 4 in this one, or top 4 overall right now as they stand, all on 14ers. Ryan Prince taking over the top spot, 14.511. Finding his groove. Shaking it off. Looking for a little bit of luck out of these back markers. 20.9 that last time by. That is silly fast. Following up with a 20.7. Ryan Prince, two-wheel drive world's competitor. Just out there having fun. Laying it down for the red, white, and blue back in September. 2 minutes left to go for this one. For Prince, dropping it down to a 14.507. 21.3 that last time by. As we watch RP, the Prince. Waffle stomping lap traffic. He's saying beat it, and lap traffic's like, oh, I'm just going to pull over. Sorry, officer. Open track here for Ryan now. We'll see after this lap. He's on a 14.508, but with that bobble, let's see if Diego's got anything for him. 23.0 that last time by. Following that up. Oh, dropping down to a 5.10. He's 9th overall in the A-main as qual points sort out, but we still have a day. 3 more heats in this class before the dust is settled in this class. Less than a minute. We'll see what Prince can do. Already dropping it back down to a 5.09. 30 seconds left to go for Ryan.
Hey guys, looks like our internet is jumping all over the place right now. Somebody chiming in that the video is freezing up. I had noticed that, so it could be the house internet. They do have issues sometimes, but we have backup internet, so everything's going a little bit up and down right now. I'm going to throttle back so that it tends to stabilize. So it might freeze up one more time. But the house internet looks like it's starting to fluctuate, but we do have backup internet, so don't worry.
And at the last second, Diego comes out of nowhere. 21.4 to Ryan Prince's 26.2. Man, he is shook. He is not about that run there. Dropping down to a 14.514. So we're going to keep up with that and see how everything's going to shake out for qualifying. All weekend, Prince has been flirting with 15-lap runs, and that is his furthest attempt at a 15-lap run with the bad luck and the bobbles. But a smoking fast lap of a 20.7.
So I throttled us back, guys. It should be better now.
Checking in on the chat. Hey, All Taker. I didn't know. Dark Times was last week. I didn't know these guys were still doing that. It makes sense. I mean, I see some of these guys with chargers, and the cables are as thick as jumper cable wires. I know I don't, but that's why, everyone, let's just run mod, who cares? We don't need to be charging at 70 amps and starting fires and doing all that crazy stuff, but we'll leave that to the forums and see what happens in the future here. As we got our Seesaw checking in and warming up. Diego getting love in the chat from Kenny. Swooping it from Prince at the end there with a clean last lap, and Prince not having such a clean last lap. Speaking of Diego, he is actually 17th right now with a 20th, a 16th, and an 18th. So we'll see how this shakes out at the end of this one. We're going to keep up with Sammy Moran, our 13.5 Stadium Truck TQ. Sammy in the Associated with the mod goodies. In the R1 Works Power. Settling into the Associated rigs, getting comfy. As we're keeping up here with Sammy. Was on a 15er, but had a couple bobbles there, dropping down to a 14.501. We'll see what happens as he comes by the line here. Ooh, back on a 15 with a 5.19. His last lap, 20.7, was his best lap so far. 1:30 into this one, 3:30 left to go. Sammy Moran over the trip. Going over by timing and scoring. Has a little bit of open track, but then he's going to have some back markers here. He's dropping down to a 5:16. Definitely on a heater here. So far, he's got 2 15ers and a fast 14er, making Sammy 4th overall right now as it stands. Oh, goodness. Back marker took himself out of the way. He recognized that paint scheme and turned right instead of left. Sammy down the back straight. Drag racing. .20.4 for Sammy Moran. So with traffic, Sammy laying down a 20.4. That's going to put him at a 15.513. That would be his fastest run of the weekend now. Only getting faster and faster as the weekend goes on. Sammy definitely more comfortable with a grippier setup than a looser setup, and the grip is coming up. 20.6 that last time by, down to a 12.9. Sammy is on the move. Sammy, one of the nicest guys in the pits, and I would even say on the track, he's probably one of the nicest drivers as well. Super patient with lap traffic. You can race him super tight. Great racecraft out of Sammy there. On his 11th lap now, 1 minute left to go, dropping it down to a 12.7. Lap traffic, giving him just the amount of room, just the right amount of room there. With a barrel rolling on the lid, all that hard work thrown away and stuck behind the back markers again. Getting by one, no issue at all. That'll be Michael Smalley letting Sammy by. Instant replay coming up on the screen. This tabletop causing so many issues all weekend. Getting a nice pop, and then we're going to back it up. See what happened to that chassis there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Just a little short. Perfect correction in the air. Just barely grabbing the back wheels first. 2 inches short. She done. But Sammy still clicking off. A 15 with a 5:15. 20.4 to back it up after those bobbles. Sammy Moran, Andrew Davis, and Michael Smalley. Top two in this one setting new TQs. Sammy's done dropping it down to a 5:14 at the end there. He's happy but a little frustrated. He knew he could have done a little bit better on that one, but man, throwing down 20s like it's going out of style. Catching back up with the chat here. Got Altegra. Man after my own heart. Go mod or go home. I tell you. Uh-oh, Zach's got his headset on. He's going to hear me, and he's going to get him all fired up before his race. Well, we'll save that for mod after hours, talking about mod versus stock and everything else going on with the industry. But right now, we got great racing out of all these classes. Hopefully I didn't just give birth to a horrible idea. I got everyone else on the mic talking about mod after hours now. It was like Walking Dead, and then afterwards they'd have Talking Dead. It was horrible.
Mod after hours will just all have hot mics. So.
Oh.
At a certain time during the stream, we'll just put on all hot mics. really see how far we can push this.
We can't get kicked out of America, can we?
I can't fire myself, so. The only thing that can fire us is, I guess, is the venue.
We know a guy.
We know a guy. Well, it's fine. Let's really see how far we can push this.
Great shot right there.
We'll have that shot from there on when Chris gets off that cam to point it at the starting line there, Chris. Yeah, so you kind of get them going. Yeah. All right there by like cone number 6.
We're going to fall around with Germaine, though. Down the back straight. See what this first lap was. Looked pretty good. And wow, top 3 laying it down, 21s. Willoughby on cam though, pink rig, white wheels. And Germaine also on cam. Aaron Jensen in the 2 spot. That's only 1 lap in, so we'll see how this shakes out. Willoughby going faster, dropping down to a 5:13. Willoughby trying to reel in Robinson there. .7 for Willoughby the last time by. 5:11 for Willoughby on the run. 3:50 left to go. Willoughby trying to get by Germaine and set sail on this one. And as I say that, clipping a pipe, that dang pipe. You should put a cowbell over there. I think almost everyone in this building has hit that pipe at some point this weekend. Well, not Matthew Olson. He's not racing, so he didn't hit that pipe. Catching up with Germaine there. Taking over the lead with a 5:13. So with that bobble, Willoughby dropping down to a 5:17. Aaron Jensen and Willoughby getting some love in the chat. Willoughby laying down a 20.4 a couple laps ago. Backing it up with a 20.6 last time by. Germaine trying to get a parking ticket there. With the rear view mirror filling up with Willoughby. Something you don't want to see. Willoughby, probably one of the most entertaining drivers out there. If you just watch him, the way he gets around the traffic and around the track, it is just insane what he can do with a car. Willoughby with a 20.8, Germaine with a 21.0. Both those boys on a 5:14. Less than a tenth of a second between the two on their paces. 2:18 left to go. We got Shaden Borden checking in here in the 3 spot. We were hanging out, getting dinner with Shane. Super nice guy. Learned a lot about him last night. That'd be for Mod After Hours. Willoughby with the worst luck. Nothing he did wrong there. And he is all up in Germaine's business. Willoughby in the lead, but Germaine in front of him on the track with a back marker between them. There we go. Letting the top 2 guys battle it out. Willoughby with a little bit of a high side. Grip coming up. Both those guys with some hurt box laps those last time by. Minute 22 left to go. Willoughby holding it down on a 5:17 with Robinson on a 5:18. Little bit of space between the two now. Sammy Moran, though, still holding down overall TQ over everyone in this B sort. Germaine hitting that again on the pipe, letting Willoughby by. Looking like round 3. Germaine just wants to follow Willoughby around here. They got some open track with a minute left to go. Aaron Jensen coming around there with a 20.4, matching Willoughby's fast lap. And as I say that, Willoughby gets it wrong at the end of the tabletop, letting Germaine back by. Both of our top 2 on 5:19s, 5 seconds behind Sammy Moran's TQ time. This is our B sort of the expert 17.5 two-wheel drive. Ryan coming out swinging with a 20.3, but he's on a 14.504 pace. Definitely with a ton of pace out of that 8 car in the 3rd spot. Willoughby reeling back up on Germaine on the track. Finishing this one out. See if Willoughby can get by. Both those boys on 15.5 18s. We'll see what these last laps bring them. They're racing to the line. Germaine gapping Willoughby just a little bit. Willoughby trying to get by that back marker. They both get by. One more corner for Willoughby. Wow, 9/10 behind Germaine there. Watching these boys come off the stand. Heaters for the boys. Top 6 all laying down 20s for their fast laps. Got the A-Sort walking up on the stand there. Look at that. Wow. Chat blowing up a little bit after that one. Mark Peterson checking in saying Michael Smalley is a great racer from SLC. Also, he's a lot like Sammy Moran, very quiet until he's on the track. Man, yeah, doing good out there. Checking out the left-hand side of the track. Chris having a moment, zooming in on the finish line there. Sorry about that. It looks like cameraman Chris needs another monster. He was having a moment there. I'll take her in the chat. It wasn't like I said, brushed or go home. No, no one wants that. That's too much work. These brushless motors have been insane. All right, guys. We'll get back on the chat later, but right now we got the A-Sort. Got the bad boys of stock racing here. The fall around with Doug started out. Over the trip for Doug. See if anybody's got something to say for Sammy Moran's TQ time. Right off the bat, Doug and Chase both have something to say about it, but that's only one lap. They got to do that same lap every single time for the next 5 minutes. We'll see what happens. All these guys coming out swinging on their first lap. I'm seeing nothing but 20s out of the top 5. 2 laps into this one. Top 5 separated by 3 seconds on their paces. 4 minutes left to go. Keeping up with Ethan Hoskins now, taking over the lead. 20.2. Oh my goodness for Ethan Hoskins. Keeps this up, he'll be on almost a 16-lap run. Wow. Chase Raymond now taking over the lead. See if we can catch up with Chase Raymond. Catching up to Doug. Doug bobbling before the triple. Chase, though, is going to have a couple of back markers coming up here. Keeping up with Chase Raymond here. Oh, my goodness. Ethan Hoskins laying down a 19.9 in his stock two-wheel drive buggy. Are you kidding me? Insane. Ooh, getting super lucky on that one. I don't know if we can do an instant replay on that. That was pretty cool. That was actually Ethan Hoskins jumping over our house announcer, not house announcer, main announcer. Matt's going to be pulling that up on the screen here. Check this out. Ethan cashing in some good karma. Zach Rogers going for the herpaderp, going upside down. And Ethan shooting right out of there saying later nerd and gone. He's got Chase Raymond in front of him here. Chase lets Ethan by, smart move. That kid is on the run, 15.504. Oh my goodness. Chase Raymond latching on to Ethan there. See if these guys can mirror lap times. Chase laying down a 20.1 and Doug laying down a 20 flat. But Ethan so far only one with a 19 lap best lap. His pace leveling out a bit from a 5.04 to a 5.05, but that was expected after that heater lap. Keeping it consistent, still on a 5.05. So far, Ethan's got 2 TQs and a 5, and Doug has a 3.2 and a 0. So looking at the rest of them, looks like Doug's the only one who can really do damage to Ethan here. Doug, though, in third, who also just laid down a 19.9. Doug with insane pace out there, but it is all about Ethan right now. Overhearing Doug may have had a bobble, so we're going to see his time possibly drop off there. He's down to a 5.16. Ethan's still holding it down, been on a 5.05 for about the last 3 laps. Oh, and as I say that, clip by the pipe, and then Chase Raymond, nothing you can do there, racing incident. Chase, though, seeing if he can stay in front of Ethan. Both those guys mirroring their paces. Just basically a bobble or two between them. Ethan still in the lead of this one. 25 seconds left to go. Ethan losing 5 seconds on his pace, and Chase bumping up his pace down to a 5.13 now, so only about 2.6 seconds between the two. As it runs, Sammy Moran will be third overall in this one. Wow. Super close racing from the best of the best in the stock realm. Chase, though, throwing a whip down. These two using each other to pick up the pace a little bit. Keeping it clean. Ethan opting for the double single. Wow, that'll do it for Ethan Hoskins. RTQ in Expert 17.5. We're going to catch up with him here. That'll give him 3 zeros, laying it down. Super consistent all weekend in Expert 17.5 two-wheel drive. We're going to catch up with Mr. Matt Olson here and Ethan Hoskins.
Amazing run out there, man. Car just seems to get better and better.
Yeah, it's just good. I'm literally still shaking after that. Doug has been so fast all week, and I'm just glad that I was able to keep my run together, keep my cars as best as I can get them, and I'm just glad I was able to come so far, and I never thought I'd be able to come this far, so I'm glad I did.
Congrats, man. Anybody you'd like to thank?
Yeah, Alan Horn and my dad. He's the only reason I'm here, so I'm really grateful for him, and a good friend, Rob Gillespie at home. He's helped me with all my setup stuff. Levi and Chase Raymond, they're just so much fun in the pits, so I'm glad to have them as friends.
Right on, man. Congratulations. Best of luck in the main events.
Thank you.
You got it. Back to you, David, in the booth.
All right. Good catching up with Ethan there. Understanding how important that was. Talking with your TQ of Expert 17.5 two-wheel. Super grateful. Super dope kid. Shouting out to everybody. Chat popping off a little bit about Mini Z's. They actually have world championships for those. They're pretty cool. We did a Mod Live Media main, and it was extremely frustrating, but we kept it exciting. Those guys are on another level with driving. Got the cause? Oh my God, the stash is in the building. Spicy Chicken Nugget has entered the building. That's probably why that lipo blew up. That dude brings so much energy. Just shorted that battery. Oh no. Coming out swinging in our mod 2-wheel D-sort. Got the cause on the... He was on there. At the cause on the right-hand side of the track. You guys can still see the racing, but the stash, Kaza Crasha, Spicy Chicken Nugget, the man with the most nicknames, has entered the building. We're going to have to get him in the booth. I'm glad we can finally get him to make the 20-minute drive. It's only our third day here. But we're catching up here in our D-Sort of Mod 2-Wheel, brought to you by Mugen Siki. Sean Sanchez bringing it out with a 14.521, but Tim Long there. Speaking of Mugen Siki, also on a 14.521. Tim Long now taking over the lead. Rough lap for Sean. Losing just a little bit of pace. Both those guys still on a 14.521. Chase Williford now. These guys bouncing around getting their first couple of laps in. We're catching up with Chase there. Chase running a bunch of classes out there this weekend, getting a ton of track time in. And now we're catching up with Kyle. 21.3 the last time by with a 21.1 fast lap. Fastest lap so far for these guys. Three minutes left to go in this one. Now Kevin jumping to the top spot on 14.513. Looking to be, I believe it's the rig right behind Kyle's. One of those on cam. I believe Chris has got it, going over the roller. Richard Lake up there, flexing for the fans out there. Kevin, though, still holding it down to 14.510. Halfway through this one. Top two on cam. Kevin and Kyle. 21.1 and 21.2. Best laps for these guys. Using each other to pick up the paces for both of them. Both their times dropping every lap. Kevin now down to a 5:07, and just like that collects both of them just with a quick little slip. Ooh, there's Zaki Poo. .21 O's for both of our leaders. Oh no, this is going to be a rough one. Kyle losing a little bit of pace there, and so does Kevin. They're mirroring their times. Now they're down to 14.512s. So at the same time, they both got their best fast laps, which was a matching 21.0. Now they're matching paces, both on 14.512s. These guys cannot get rid of each other. .21.6 to .21.8. Kyle, though, with some bobbles. Still got both of them on cam. Trading positions on the track. Should mean they're trading positions on the clock. We'll see how that shakes out. Kevin by the line, 21.7. Kyle, 23.8. A little bit of differentiation finally out of these two. Kevin down to a 5.11 and Kyle going up to a 5.14. .30 seconds left to go in this one. Keeping up with Kevin here. Little slap a wheelie after the trip. Going down the back straight for Kevin. Dropping down to a 5:09 pace. He's been strapping it up a little bit here at the end. Time has expired. We'll see how this shakes out. Little bit of back marker in front of Kevin. Ooh, playing Yahtzee with back markers. Not getting lucky, but also not getting unlucky. 22-3 to end that one out. That'll put him at a 14.509. Checking out the chat here. Got Aaron Kaufman on the chat. RC cars. TQ Chef surprised Aaron's not out here at the race. A lot of stuff going on this weekend. Still over 350 entries here at the 2024 Desert Classic, brought to you by Hobby Action. Leffler coming up, flexing on our camera guy, checking out some photos.
Zach.
Here comes Zachy Poo for some more announcing.
Thank you, David.
Thank you, David. Able to give you some relief there, Zach.
I don't know if it was relief, but definitely got away.
You were struggling out there, bud.
So, in the last one, I had a run-in where a car hit me after coming on the straight, and it dented my shock body. So, last minute trying to fix that right before the race, but unfortunately, I had a lot of time, like, to go through my stuff, but didn't find it till right before, so I was thrashing to get that going, and drove kind of like ass. And yeah, it was just a struggle. It's hard to focus on the racing side of things when you're doing this stuff too, so I'm just taking it for what it's worth. And we will watch the mod guys that are here to do this for a job.
Right on. So this is going to be Heat 2 of 4 right now, and this is more the guys that are the up-and-comers in this class in two-wheel drive modified.
Yep, as we watch them go around, it looks like Justin is who we're following along with, the blue wing. You don't see many painted wings anymore, so that's kind of neat. Justin doing his thing here in the mod class. Good little turnout here in the mod. 4 heats of mod two-wheel drive. Not as many in the four-wheel drive division, but good to see two-wheel drive alive.
Most definitely.
Aaron Kaufman in the house. What's going on?
What's happening, Aaron? Thank you all for tuning in.
Track is really fun to drive, though. When you hit your lines and stuff, it's got pretty cool flow.
Where's all of our Facebook people? Our Facebook chat is dead. Let's get it going, guys.
If you're on Facebook, go ahead and share it. Get us back going. It is Saturday. I think Supercross is on right now, and a lot of people watch Supercross at Lunch RC. So text your buddies, tell them, hey, it's almost two-wheel drive fast guy time, and get them to tune in. I just went over it.
It was terrible.
It wasn't good, dude.
Justin in the one right now, so he comes around the right-hand side of the track.
Tyler Bailey in the 2 spot. Aaron Brown's had some fans in the chat. Josh Green cheering him on. Aaron trying to get up there. He's only about a 1.1 second out of the lead. As I say that, Tyler Bailey takes the point, and Aaron isn't far out of it. 6/10 back from second. This is a good little battle up front right here. So Justin, Tyler, Aaron, and Chad, they're all right there together. Oh no, Aaron with a rough lap goes down to 6th place.
Justin retains that lead right now, coming up and over the triple.
HRC, our family was bracking.
From Josh Green.
Kazacrea is in the house, actually.
Tony Schumacher says 7 likes. Bruh. We're streaming on like 12 channels right now, Tony, so we got a lot of people all over the place. There's a couple hundred watching. But yeah, let's get those likes and those shares up, man.
Oh man, everyone dancing around right here in front of the driver's stand trying to see how fit the Marshall is right there. I will say that land on top of the tabletop jump is becoming an issue. The face on one side is extremely uneven, so if you go inside closest to the stand, you get a lot of pop, and if you go to the outside, you don't get very much pop at all. And you'll see a lot of even the pro guys were landing up on top. So even in this mod class, it's a little bit harder to time than I would imagine in stock, where stock you're pretty much full wood and you clear it. The mod guys, you overshoot it, you chassis slap and bounce, flip over. Tyler Bailey to the point, Aaron Brown in the 2 spot now, and less than a second back from him is Justin. One minute down, or 1 minute left, 4 minutes down, 1 minute remaining as Justin does a Papa Willie right there. Oh no, all kinds of problems. Tyler does have the fast lap of a 20.6, so he's on another level. Well, actually, there was a 20.7 down there somewhere. It might have been Aaron Brown, and there's a Willie right there. Oh, wow. These guys overshooting the triple in front of the driver's stand as well, so they must have dremeled out the backside of their radio so the trigger gets more pull. Because they are flying.
It works. I promise.
Extra 10% of power.
100%. 110%.
Yeah, Tessman move.
Uh-huh. I miss that guy.
Yeah, same. Maybe Tessman's in the chat. You never know.
Possibly,
I'm
maybe.
sure he watches here and there. Come on now. How do you just be one of the best ever and not even, yeah.
He'll probably tune in for the top guys. Oh, Marshall needs to keep his eyes open.
Well, yeah, we know it resets to 0 likes on YouTube when you reset it, but we've been on for a while on Facebook. Kaz got smoked by Brown at a club race at HRCR.
It says it reset to 0 likes on YouTube when you reset it. Oh, man. It could have. It very well could have, because I refreshed the title.
Right.
That's actually some good knowledge. I didn't know they'd do that.
Oh, I thought you knew that. I knew that.
That it refreshed the likes?
Yeah, to refresh it, because I've been on live, or I've watched lives and it does that.
Huh. Well, dang.
I'm sorry, I thought you knew.
Nah.
Yeah.
I never knew that. Son of a gun.
Well, now you know.
Well, now I know. All right. Where's that been all my life?
It's because you're on the outside of the
I'm on the outside. I'm never looking at it. That side of it.
5-star Eric Phoenix in the house. It's cracking. Didn't Ty's wife have a baby? I don't know if they've actually had it yet, but I think she was pregnant. There's Richard. It's Brittany Belch. And that's the current world champion in this division at this track. Wow. That'd be awesome if he just puts it on Tater.
What is it like?
Richard's telling him.
What's the famous one? Like "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time" from Britney Spears.
Exactly. There's a lot of them, dude. She's a classic. She has a lot. Richard's telling him which way the track goes. Yeah. He's like, yeah, no, you're actually got to go counterclockwise here. So Tater's like, oh, okay. Oh, wow. I guess this is. That's all you're getting paid, so. You're welcome.
It's a good deal, huh? It's solid, man. That's more than some people want to cover races, I guess. Shu needs on his headset.
He purposely tunes us out.
Probably. He's listening to music, drowning this out.
He's listening to Britney Spears. If only you guys could hear all the headsets at all times. Sometimes, if you hear me just like lose train of thought while I'm speaking to you guys online, it's because I have another headset on that has all the camera guys and Matt, and sometimes our photographer, and especially Chris. He'll just be talking away, and like it's hard to know what's going on. He has good intel, but then he'll just start talking about Pop-Tarts or something crazy randomly.
Pop-Tarts. He's like, that's not true.
He's like, it's Starburst.
It's Starburst, dog. Pink Starburst. That's what I'm talking about.
All right, so we're off here with Tater, Josh, Richard Lake, Scott Spear. We got 2 of the top 40-plus racers in this one. You can see someone's still in Jason's stance, well, I guess sitting stance, if you will, with the camera at the end of the straightaway. I know it's you, Tim Lime. Yeah, it's always been under 5-star Air Phoenix. As long as I've been doing this.
Tater Sontag going to be leading this one out.
And look at who's up there with him. Billy Fisher as our leader goes upside down.
Oh, going over, so it might be Billy. Let's catch up with Billy there, Chris.
Billy Fisher.
He had gone by the line. Right there. It's going to be this green, white, and blue up over the triple right now.
Billy Fisher, a long-time racer, has tons
Onto
of experience
the straightaway,
in the pro
double.
class.
Off the straightaway, the last car. You got him?
There's
Yes,
Billy
that is
Fisher.
him.
The Fish Daddy, they call him.
Right there, that's the man.
And he actually used to be a factory Durango driver. I actually saw Jeremy Courts post a throwback of
He was
him.
factory everything back in the day.
Yeah,
TLR,
yeah. But I was talking to him in the
Techno, I think.
we brought up that memory shared by Courts, and I said, that was awesome, that was super cool, and he just looked at me and said, no, it wasn't. And I was like, why? He's like, the Durango days. But yeah, Billy, very experienced racer, getting down here, Arizona native, works his way through some traffic. He's actually in second spot now as Tater in P1. Billy getting around good here. Yeah, it looks like a TLR. That's 2 TLRs out front, and then Zach. Oh, whoa! He's trying to do the Kevin Windham. Does a nice transfer right there. It's behind Scott Spear on the track, who's down in 5th. But let's get back on with Tater, our race leader. The pink. There is our leader, working his way through traffic. 15.509 is his time. We've seen 16 lappers in here in the 2.0 class. Yeah, Fisher's definitely had some laps put under his belt. And I think that the lipo smell is slowly gone now, but it was pretty bad. A few people getting headaches, including myself, from it.
2 minutes left to go. Your current IFMAR world champion actually at this facility. Tater Sontag down that straightaway.
Same spot on the driver's stand even.
Yeah, he was. We had that question. I questioned him like, hey, why do you feel that you're off pace today? Obviously competing against the best in the world, and now here, and he's in the B sort. And he says just not feeling super comfortable with the car, so there must be working on it.
It looks like his car is super soft, especially when he goes down the straightaway and he starts to hit the bumps, but it's got some traction, that's for dang sure. See, opting to land up on the tabletop. I think with the mod cars, it's actually easier, as the timing on the downside is really difficult. As Tater comes down the stripe right there on the backside of Zach, our 3rd place driver. That's a Hobby Action employee and one of the best marshals around. Fast Guys coming up next. Just over a minute left in this one, so go ahead and text your buddies, share this to their messenger, and let's get a good crowd going for the 2-wheel drive final qualifier. Tater's absolutely flying now that he's in his groove. Car looks good. Got that new Fly Sky Noble radio. Ryan Cowler in the 2 spot falls back to 3rd as Zach now inherits 2nd. And Tater 19.6 is his fast lap. He did a 19.8 last time by, so lands up on the tabletop right there again. Smart playing out of this one as he tries to wrap it up with a time to beat 15.504. I think that would have been good enough for some top 3 runs in the past. Let's see, I know he had a mistake or two. Small bobbles, see how it holds. Not 100% happy as he walks off the driver's stand, but still a good run nonetheless. Finishes last lap with a 19.9. There's Zach right there, who finished 3rd. Dabbing up Richard Lake, Scott Spear, Josh Ben, Billy Fisher. Rocking a custom work shirt. Come on. He's running the S-Works car. Oh, so Billy Fisher running the S-Works car. Sure, Tim Line can confirm that. How many are they taking to the AAA mains? I believe 10, and then 1 bump. I believe. There's Cole Tollard right here at the end of the stand. All right, fast to the fast again. Let your buddies know. Yep, S-Works has a 10-scale buggy. I have a 2-wheel and a 4-wheel. Oh, Cole Tollard's warm-up lap is looking fire. And there's Tanner Denny, recently retired, so his dad. Oh, he did race last weekend? And we're off and going. So Spencer opening up with landing on the tabletop, not going for the big air on that one, trying to land a little downside. I think it's too risky in the mods. Even in stock, it's risky. A lot of cars landing up on top there. See if he does it the whole run or not. Yep, and he does. Gonzalez in the 2 spot, only 3/10 off of. I know he's been going big air off of that. Looks like Evan's going big. Schimmel in the 3 right here. I'm going to try to watch Matthew Gonzalez. Now he's in the 3. See if he does the big air or not. Matt's looking for a good run. He's in the white car. Green stickers. Matty Gonzalez falls back to 4th. He's only a 10th out of the podium spot now. Dakota Finn now to 3rd. As Brennan Schimmel has a bad lap and goes back. So Brock Champlin in the 2, Dakota Finn, Spencer Rivkin. 20.4 out of Gonzalez, gonna slow him down. And now Brock. Ripping and dipping right here in that Schumacher car. Got the rotation perfect. Car is looking sweet. Love his paint scheme. Brock out here making it a career. Remember when he first started and him and his family was traveling around to OCRC? Goes a little bit wide coming on the straightaway. Oh, somebody was crashed at the other straight. Is that Matty G? Oh, nope, that was, I don't know what's happening here. Looks like Dakota Finn out front now. Dakota Finn is our race leader, so we haven't heard much from Finn this weekend. See if he can't get a TQ. Right now, Spencer Rivkin has 2 TQs and a 4. Davey Bata in the 2 spot overall. He's down in 4th. Matty G in 5th currently. Somebody having a bobble, and Finn coming up short. So Brock and Finn both with little bobbles right there. 20-second lap time for Finn. Still out front. Spencer Rivkin now to the point. Thought that was going to happen. So everyone kind of overshooting coming on the straightaway right there. Half a second difference between our top 2. Spencer in the AE leads the way. J Concepts Tires, Hobby Wing Electronics. Oh, up on 2, saves it, but still going to cost him just enough time. That's going to allow Dakota, who had a 20-second lap last time by with a 19.5 fast lap. So Dakota back to the point, the only driver on a 16-lap run. Thank you, U10. Spencer Rivkin in the 2 spot, Brock Champlin in the 3. Unfortunately, Matty Gonzalez, who was having a solid run early on, down in the 7th. Cole Tollard, 6th. Davey Bata needs a good run. He's down in 5th. Dakota Finn, Spencer Rivkin, and Brock Champlin are running order. There's about 3 seconds between the top 3. They're all separated. Pretty good distance on the clock, but Brock and Dakota right here on the track together. So Brock sees what he needs to chase down as he is in 3rd. Spencer Rivkin doing his thing up in the top left-hand side of the corner of the screen. So it is TLR, Associated, oh, little mistake right there, and Schumacher. Brock on fire right now, trying to catch up. And now only 0.8 back. He puts his hot lap down, 19.3 out of the top 4 drivers. That's Finn, Rivkin, Champlin, and Bata in that running order. They've all done 19.3s. But now Brock is finding his speed. Makes it a little bit easier when you're the one doing the chasing, and he's trying to chase down Dakota Finn. And he knows if he can catch Dakota, which he's done, he should be making up time on Rivkin in front of him on the clock, and they're separated by half a second. It's 2.5 second advantage for Finn over Rivkin. Brock Champlin, though, with no time left. See if he can make it happen. Brock Champlin needs a half a second to pass Spencer Rivkin. Not going to make it happen, so it's Dakota Finn, Spencer Rivkin, and Brock Champlin in this one. Cameron Lyon off the track early. Dakota Finn getting a W to go with, what does Dakota have? A 6, an 8, and a 4. So he needed that.
A little bit quiet this weekend here for you. We usually see you a lot. You're making it happen when it counts. You're getting these cars dialed in, going into tomorrow, and that run proves it.
Yeah, I've been struggling here a little bit the last few times we've been here. Definitely not super fun to run around mid-pack, but we've keep working hard and made some changes that round and was better. So had some speed that time. I think we still have a little bit of work to do, but it was nice to actually have some speed and have a chance up there up front.
It looks good out there. Anything that you're going to be changing in four-wheel as well?
Yeah, I made a few changes as well, kind of a similar direction as tool drive, and we'll see how it is. I kind of need another good round on that to try to move them way up. So,
being that Worlds was here, have you seen any sort of a change from then till now?
Not really. I mean, obviously we're kind of running our own program, tire-wise and stuff now, but for the most part, pretty much the same. I think we have more grip, just use tire sauce and stuff, and just having a little bit more tire prep. But for the most part, pretty similar dirt-wise.
Right on, man. Best of luck tomorrow, and best of luck in four-wheel.
Cool, thank you.
You got it. Back to you, Zach, in the booth.
Yeah, so awesome to see Dakota, like he said, at Worlds. He was struggling a bit too. They worked really hard over there in their camp and getting it figured out, and it just shows hard work does pay off because now Dakota right there in the mix. But man, what a good battle right there. Spencer was absolutely flying at the end. Brock flying, trying to catch up. And it's going to be an exciting main event nonetheless. Can't wait to watch that. Yeah, we got Supercross in the background there. Nice. As we go into our 17.5 lock timing four-wheel drive, clicking off race 28. There's 10 races left today. Current time is 5:27, so almost 5:30 here. We'll get him for some lower mains tomorrow. Elmerick leads this one along. Again, we've seen the normal paint schemes in each heat, pretty much doing the same thing over and over. With that Cavalieri looking paint scheme, but it flames instead of drips. Philip Gibson also been extremely quick. Actually, this is Philip with the this paint scheme. My mistake right there. It's Perry Mayfield in the 2 spot, less than 2 seconds back. It's all about the sauce. Perry Mayfield still trying to make it happen. He's over 5.5 seconds back, but our leader makes a mistake coming on the straightaway. That's only going to cost him about a second and a half or two. Checking out the LiPo fire. If you guys go to Mod Live Media, check out the racer that has had a big old LiPo burnout right here. The funny thing is, he was using a LiPo bag, so it just shows the importance of it, and it was still gnarly. Philip Gibson was able to hold his TQs out of this heat for 2 or 3 races. So he's still putting in good runs out of the D qualifier. .14.521, the only driver on a 14. Next closest, Perry Mayfield in the 2 spot. Elmerick still runs 3rd. Byron in the 4, John Welsh 5. Got Mike Kitty Cats watching back home. Who is your favorite to win and what class? Jeff's in the waffle. Appreciate you guys joining the waffle with us. Five seconds left for Gibson. Been lights out in this class, or in this heat. 17.5 log time and four-wheel drive, sponsored by RC Raceworks. As we make our way through the day here. Main events tomorrow. Byron gonna finish up fourth as it's all said and done. Some of these marshals already ready to rip with their blowers. Race 29 coming at us next. What's on the agenda for dinner tonight for the Fantastic Five? Shoot, I don't know. You got to tell me. We had Cane's for lunch. It was delicious. Shout out to LT. Car pick link probably coming soon. Have it for dinner. Go get Hawaiian. Kenny Silver's is actually a car link to picks, please. There's quite a few, I think, Kenny. Just go to Mod Live Media on Facebook. There's different albums. Kenny's asking for a link to the car picks, but isn't there quite a few different ones? The pictures. Like the cars. Matt's gonna drop one, but it's not the only album, I don't think.
We have a smug mug.
Oh, he's gonna get the smug mug going for you. Thank you guys for joining. TQ's always in here. Kenny Silver's always in here. And a slew of all the rest of y'all. Ooh, coming up short right here to start us off. So we'll give these guys a couple laps to see who's going quick. We know Mark, Michael, and John Henry have been the fast three in here, and Ryan Morrison. So those top four probably going to be duking it out. Mark's probably been the most consistent of all of them. See who goes quick and who can beat Phillip if possible. Phillip had a really good run, 14.515. There's a link right there for you, Kenny. Yep, it's just a little bit. Yeah.
Just go to search Mods Beach Shop.
Yeah, and then you just click on it. So we are live on Instagram as well. Pretty cool. Testing it out here. John Henry leads us around. We are following Mark Robinson right now as he goes for a spill. .22.6, fast lap. John Henry leads us around as he comes by the line. Right there, our race leader on screen, yellow and orange with the yellow wheels. 2 minutes left in this one. 3 minutes have gone by. 22.6 hot lap out of our race leader, but Mark Robinson with a 22.0 that last time by, so he's trying to pick up the pace. So now, more problems right there. What happened to Mark? Robinson out of this one. Michael Wood in the 2 spot, Ryan Morrison in the 3. Our leader coming up on the backside of some traffic right here.
See how it looks on your phone?
I think it just stays this way.
That sucks. Guess you know what's going on.
Yeah. Less than 5 on the clock for John Henry. Almost going as fast as his fast lap last time by, but Michael Wood in the 2 spot does set his fastest lap last time by. Still, Philip Gibson out of that last heat. The D sort still holds TQ. Thank you, Megan. Megan's in here. She came in to let us know it's time for food right after racing.
Hey, honey. Hope you're doing good. She's out thrift shopping right now.
Heck yeah. Like the song. Chris gets 7th in that one. Jerica always in here to cheer on her hubby. John Henry, Michael Wood, Ryan Morrison, that was the running order. Now, I'm gonna tell shooters. Again, it's pretty cool, the blower situation. Get the boys some food. The blower situation, you can see the yellow cones versus the red cones. If it's a yellow cone, the blower goes there. and they have a little path set up, so you go from one station to the next. So you don't stop at red cones, only yellow cones. You take your blower, work your way all the way around the track to the next cone that's yellow, and you leave that blower there. It's actually pretty interesting. Works out well. Keeps the system nice and flowy. Richard's done a great job. You get one warm-up lap, and then it's go time. Allows us to get out of here at a decent hour with this many entries. Jackson, Bailey, Randall, Newton, and Tyler Gold, top 3 starting this one off.
Megan commenting in to get the boys some food. Megan makes sure we're always fed because she needs to always be fed.
Yep. I love it. We miss you, Megan. Just kidding. It's actually not been that bad.
No. We've had Larry.
Yeah, we have Larry stays on it.
But Megan does make it happen.
Yeah, we need
TQ
a
chef, you need a chef.
Exactly.
Well, TQ chef, you might need to hire you to come out to events.
We get some big money going.
Tens of dollars.
Yeah. Where are you located, TQ chef? Do you know?
I have no clue. Around the Newton leading this one out.
Yep. Intermediate 17.5 walk time and 4-wheel on the track. Sponsored by RC Raceworks. Caden Say, he has the TQ and he's coming up in the next one, but let's see where Randall Newton currently sits overall. Randall Newton is in the 14th spot. Brad Crone. Actually, surprisingly, a lot of the drivers in that heat behind this one are sitting in the top 10. Massachusetts. Stephanie Crafton saying Rich runs a great show. He absolutely does. Couldn't be more thankful. Gets us out of here in a decent time. And he knows what's up. He's been doing this long enough. He gets the program. We took a small break today. Yesterday we did not, but it looks like we're going to be getting out of here around the same time. It was only a quick 10-minute break to blow the track off, give it a little bit of water around the edges, and get going again. So I think it was the right call. If you were covered in P&B, I'd make sure you were all fed. Maybe 1 year.
Right on.
Randall Newton still leads the way with under 2 minutes left in this one as he comes down the straightaway. He is still not good enough for a new TQ, Philip Gibson. Where does Philip sit overall right now? Philip sits 5th from the D heat. So he has a 6, a 3, and a 6 from the D heat. That's almost better than cameraman Chris. Cameraman Chris probably getting his car ready. He's coming up soon in the next one, so he's probably in line. See how he fares out here. He will be in race 31 right now, 30 on the track out of 38. Rich in the 2 spot, Tyler Gold in the 3. Hot lap of this race is a 21.8 out of Brad in the 4. Again, thank you to the sponsors of this event, aka Avid, Swire Coca-Cola, Exalt TLR, TDK, Max Line, Mugen Seiki, Papa Willie's, Greedy Power, R1 Works, Stick It 1, always doing big part here at Hobby Action. We also have RC Raceworks, ProTech RC, and Team Associated. Come on. Hobby Wing, J Concept, Shell, Wits Racing Products, jumping aboard as well. Less than 10 on the master clock for Randall. Still not good enough for new TQ, but he has a good margin over Rich as long as he doesn't make a mistake, and he does so. So just like that, Rich could inherit the lead. He was back by 2 seconds. That was about a 2-second crash, and they're still on the clock, I believe. Maybe not. Nope, that's an in right there. Thank goodness. So Randall's still going to get the W. That is a race for Phillip. Or I'm sorry, for Randall, who doesn't get Phillip's time. It's a 13.505 to a 507. The close battle right there. Tyler almost squeaking by Rich as they finish 0.4 of a second apart. I can make a mean waffle. Kenny, I don't know if I'd write that out in public like that. Sounds wrong. So we are into our A sort right here. The fast of the fast. Good race, Brad. So here we go. 5 minutes on the clock. This is the final qualifier for this class. RC Raceworks Intermediate 17.5 lock timing full drive A heat. We got some heavy hitters. Current TQ of this class is Caden. He has a 5, a 2, and a 0. We know Chris has a 0. Who else has a 0? It looks like Mark Robinson had a TQ from the C heat. Wow, I didn't even realize that. In round number 1. So that was a good one for him. Unfortunately, he has a 12 and a 13 also counting. Caden leads us off. He is the current TQ, so another TQ would really help his efforts. Cartwright down in the 7 is sitting second on the grid with a 4, 4, and a 2. So, you know, he wants another low number, preferably a 0. If you get the TQ, you get a 0, seconds 2, third 3, so on, so on, so on. Right now, Chris Mueller, cameraman Chris, in the 2 spot. Another TQ would help his charge as he currently sits 4th on the grid. That would put him up into... He would actually TQ overall if he can get another TQ. So let's see what Chris Mueller could do. Caden has definitely been the fastest one, I believe, but maybe just not as consistent as he works his way around some traffic right there. I believe his fast lap is a 21, I think it said 21.6. I'll have to wait for it to come back on screen. Oh, Chris Mueller less than half a second back. So the Hulk body out there somewhere. See if we can find Chris Mueller, 21.5. Chris's fast lap last time by. 20.9 Caden lays down. That's his new fast lap, fastest lap of the race. So he should pull away from Chris. There's Chris coming up on traffic. See if he makes it around clean. And he does. Hopefully he doesn't get ran off the track right here at the end of the straight. And those guys being very patient with him. So Chris in the Techno makes it around traffic and doesn't make it around traffic. So that is going to screw Chris. Wow, what a bummer. So that's kind of what you get in the 17.5 lock timing class. Wasn't hoping for it here in the A heat, but everyone digging for the same real estate.
Check out the instant replay.
Yeah, let's check out the instant replay. And what's a bummer is Chris was super patient up until that point. And kind of his fault, kind of not. He has the inside line. This other guy goes extremely wide. And probably could have rolled it, but they get together right there, and unfortunately Chris stuck for quite some time. It was about a 7-second crash. He had a 28-second lap. He's been doing 21s, and he falls back to 3rd due to that one. Oh, and man, and they're still right there together. Chris trying to just get away from it all as Caden leaves him. I believe that's maybe Landon right there in between them.
First and second on camera.
First and second, both on camera. I think that was maybe Brian Hoskins. So white is our
that
leader.
is Hoskins.
Green is Chris.
No, that's
Chris
Caden's day. It
yeah,
just hasn't updated.
No, I'm saying the other car that was back there. Chris Mueller in the 4, so he falls way back. No longer first and second. Caden is our leader. That is the white car. Roy Berg now inherits second. Landon Cartwright in the 3. So again, Caden absolutely ripping out there, 20.9. 4/10 quicker than Landon's fast lap. Landon in the 2 spot. Roy Berg now inherits the 2nd spot. Oh, someone cutting the track right there. Seeing if they give themselves a stop and go or if they got caught or not. There's 7 races left. Well, actually 6 after this one. Man, oh man, poor Chris. He's 0.05 of a second behind Roy. See if he can get a 3. That would definitely help his cause as well. But Caden looks like he's going to wrap up the overall TQ here. We'll get an interview with him. As Chris goes into the 3. Oh, and falls back right there. He's 0.02 of a second slower. Let's see this last lap if he's already finished or not. He goes to 2nd. Great last lap right there out of cameraman Chris. He's going to save himself and actually probably bump up to 2nd overall, I believe. So he has a 4-2. Where'd Landon get? 4-4-2. Chris has a TQ, and a 3. So, a TQ, a 2nd, and a 3, 5 points. So yeah, Chris should start 2nd on the grid.
Amazing run out there, buddy. Grabbing that one and overall TQ.
Yeah, I felt really confident in that one after doing so well last time in 2-wheel and 4-wheel. And just my 2-wheel felt good, so I felt good in 4-wheel too.
Right on, man. Congratulations. How do you see with the hair in your eyes right there?
It doesn't even go past my glasses, so I can see pretty well.
Right on, buddy. Congratulations. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Got it. Back to you, Zach, in the booth.
Awesome. So, yep, another TQ. Gonna start on pole. That's the fast haircut if you don't know. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Tater had his hair super in his face like that at Worlds, and then so did Ongaro. They almost had the exact same haircut for Worlds, and they were both WCs. Chris Mueller gonna start second. And I believe Landon Cartwright should be third. As we go into our Expert 13.5 four-wheel drive sponsored by J Concepts, there's 5 heats of these guys. It's a good class right here. Mac Mitchell from Maxline RC is who we're following along with. That is white, black, blue body right here. Looking solid as he goes upside down, unfortunately, but his car is looking good. A little bit soft. Oh man, double duties for the Marshall. It's going to be a drag race to the triple. That was actually Mac Mitchell's battery that got the building almost evacuated. He owes a lot of people some Tylenol. It gives you a headache breathing that stuff in. Ron Reed is our race leader. If we could jump on Ron, he's getting ready to come down the straightaway shortly. There's Ron right there. That's our race leader, the team associated. Going through the short chicane. And then on the long chicane here. Ron Reed. Mac Mitchell now to the 2. Mike in the 3, Daryl in the 4, Byron in the 5. Oh, upside down right there. It looks like Mac getting around him on the track. So those are our top 2 drivers. They're just the opposite on pace right now. So Mac about 3 seconds back and a big spin or a big crash right there. So that might be just enough to allow Mac to inherit the lead. Oh, and he rolls over in the same spot again. That's where he gave away the lead early on. So luckily Roll lands on all 4. Ron Reed still up front showing at a 24-2 last lap. So Max should take the lead this time by, I do believe. Yep, Mac takes the lead. 2 Associated driving their way up into first and second. It looks like third still staying as Mike. Nice run right here. Going on with 2 minutes left. Mac, actually everyone going quicker than the current TQ set because there is no TQ set. It is the first heat of 5 here in J Concepts Expert 13.5 4-wheel. All the 4-wheel guys opting to clear the whole tabletop jump. Again, you can't really tell because there's a pole in the way, but the outside has like half the lip the inside has. It's visible. You can see the dip. So a lot of the mod guys are going on the side without the lip and just landing up on top of the tabletop, kind of shorten it. But in four-wheel drive, these guys are skying it over. Two-wheel drive, you land and you almost flip over every time if you overshoot it. Upside down for our race leader. Let's see if that allows Ron Reed, who just had a rough lap last time by, to get by at another mistake out of Mac. And another one, but he saves it. Nice little whip right there. As he cases it, gonna have to get a lawyer for that one. Nerves getting the best of Mac right now. He knows he's leading. Trying to put a solid run in, maybe overdriving just a bit. Ten seconds left on the master clock. Running order stays the same. Nothing too exciting in this race. Mac makes it around traffic, making it look easy. If you haven't checked out Maxline products, go check them out. Maxline RC, Google it. Got a cool bag. Got some giveaways for our waffle here. That is a race. First heat of Expert 13.5 has concluded here in the final round of qualifying. Randy Lockin coming up in this one. Get these guys checked in, see who's going quick. If you're on Instagram, you can check us out now. We are live as well. Mod Speed Shop. One lap of check-in is all everything everyone gets. All right, we're off and going. We'll see who's going quick. Oh, a big crash right there for Lockin. Oh, another mistake right there. These guys crashing all over the place. That's allowing Mac Mitchell's time to hold up for a 3 as they sit right now.
Good job, dude. Good job, good job. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, well, what time is it right now?
Long day so far, but we are clicking off race 33 of 38. Oh, Caleb coming up on traffic, making his way around here in the blue TLR, it looks like. Sean King is our new leader as Caleb falls back to the 2 spot. Let's see, Sean should be coming by the line right now. Sean King, our new race leader. And of course, as we pick up on him, Caleb takes the lead, but we'll follow Sean around for a couple laps as he goes upside down. Yikes. He's just showing off that Vision Racing chassis tape right there. Race 33 of 38 on the track. Caleb, our race leader, back on screen here. Comes up short. As soon as we put them on screen, they like to crash. There's a nice looking triple, doubling onto the straightaway, fast lap. Actually, I'm sorry, Caleb on a 14.521. He was on a 14.519, so falling back a little bit. Just over 3.5 seconds back is Randy Lockin, a local here. Longtime helper of the hobby. 24-second lap time drops Caleb back. He had a 22 fast lap. 22.0, oh, right there, he does a 21.9, his new hot lap of the race there in that TLR. Really? Caleb getting some love in the chat here. Crafton saying, come on, K-Man, you got this. There's just over a minute left, see if he can hang on to it. Randy Lockin charging hard, he has a 21.4 fast lap, so a little bit quicker than Caleb. Only the leader is on a 14-lap run. Nobody on a new TQ pace, but if Caleb keeps driving like this, he might be able to dethrone Mitchell's time. Oh, and as I say that, he does a donut. Where is he at? That's not going to help anything. Might still be able to stay in the lead, but definitely slows his pace down. 25.8 that time, so 4 seconds. That might allow Randy to get by. Caleb, Randy, Sean. That's the running order for our top 3. Sean down from the 8th spot up here in the podium as he goes to 2 now. Randy having a tough go around, 200s back. So that is a battle as time has ran down to 10 seconds left on the master clock. Sean comes by the line, 21.8, his new hot lap of the race. Almost the fastest of the race, but Randy with a 21.4. See what Caleb finishes up with, 14.521. Looks like he'll be the lone 14-lapper. As Randy passes Sean right there at the end. Stephanie's going to be stoked. So our third heat, the C restore of J Concepts Expert 13.5 buggy coming up, 4-wheel buggy that is, coming up next. Caleb gets the dub, sets the time. Well, actually, it has not set the time. Mac Mitchell still has that from the first one. Chris, you around?
He's right there.
Oh, will you bring me my Dr. Pepper? You want to switch? Like fix it? Alright. My Dr. Pepper tastes like lipo fire. Yummy. Yeah. Yeah, I heard. I can see Supercross, kinda. All right, we're off and going here. Race 34 of 38. Got a little bit of Dr. Pepper left to get us through. And we will be getting some of the faster guys up, both in this class and then, of course, in mod four-wheel to finish off the evening. Local time is 6:12, so still should be looking right around that 7 o'clock finish time. Again, huge appreciation to Richard, keeping this program running smoothly. Who's mouth breathing? Thanks, David. Yeah. The wrenching's really gotten him breaking a sweat. All right, Willie Smith going Willie fast right now because he is on a 15.510. Ooh, bullying his way around the track. Michael Cartwright in the 2 spot, Chad Richards in the 3, and the coach, Kurt Wanger. Those are our top 4 drivers. Willie Smith still leads them around. He had a 20.4 early on, which definitely helped his cause. I think we're falling around Darnell, maybe. This might be the leader, Willie Smith. Willie Smith coming by the line right here on screen. Looking fast. So Willie here in the C resort got his buggy dialed in. On a 15.515. Come on. Let's see here. J Concept sponsor in this division. Oh man. So he's on a 15.513. Some guys have top 5 runs around that time. No, top 10 runs, I should say. So Willie Smith, if he stays on this pace, although he did make that bobble and makes another one right there, they'd be looking pretty stacked up going into the next 2 fast heats. This is race 34 at 38, so we are trucking. Who's out there watching Supercross and RC at the same time? Team Camel is nice. Nice. Willie Smith, Kurt Wanger, the coach. Maybe coach's girlfriend's out here watching, cheering him on as well. I believe it's Lori, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. I forget. Kurt Wanger in the 2, Chad Richards in the 3. Willie Smith, 15.512, goes for a tumble right there. So every time he picks up the pace just a bit. Yeah, Willie Smith lands the downsides great, gets around traffic. That's Kurt Wanger, the second place driver, who goes for a tumble right there. Willie on rails, 15 lap, 5:13 is the pace. He's the only driver on a 15 lap run. UFC is on in a couple hours, heck yeah. 19.9 fast lap out of our race leader. The next closest lap is over a second slower. So Willie's saying, this isn't supposed to be my heat, boys. Willie, Chad, and Michael. Jess Piccoli saying UFC is over, and Kenny Silver saying he's watching it in a couple hours. Yeah, but he could just be recording it, watching it later. Like I'm gonna have to do for Supercross, because I can't see too far away to make. I mean, I can see it, just not very great. That helps, thank you. All right, we're just gonna watch Supercross. This is doing great. Looking for the volunteer marshals, and then we'll be able to get this one going. Yep, watching mod from work, exactly. Yeah, I wasn't saying some people record it. Just like me saying I have to watch dirt bikes in a couple hours doesn't mean it's not going on live, just means we can't watch it live right now. All right, this is the B group. Let's see who goes quick. Schaefer leads us off. That white and pink. Oh, coming up just a tad short right there on the tabletop, but some people prefer that line. Schaefer down the straightaway. It is our race leader. Ooh, almost getting into some traffic right there. Ryan Collar in the 2 spot. Andrew Davis. Oh, wow. Big problems right there for our race leader. Marshall trying to help you. So Schaefer gonna fall back to the 2 as Ryan now the race leader after that big bobble. And Andrew Davis even making a pass. Just under 3 seconds behind our race leader Ryan. Riley Schaefer 2/10 back from Andrew Davis. Kyle Cornwell in the 4. 20.3 out of Ryan and Andrew. Riley Schaefer now with a 19.9 his hot lap. He's picking up the pace, trying to catch back up. Schaefer's right behind the leader on the track here. So the leader, the blue car, Schaefer makes another mistake though, and then someone behind him making a bigger bobble. His caller, Andrew Davis and Riley Schaefer. Kenny Silver saying, "Go Diego." Oh no, our race leader upside down, so Schaefer gonna pass him on the track. Let's see if he can make it happen on the clock. He was half a second back from Andrew Davis. Oh wow, yeah, nice move right there. So Davis to the point, Ryan to the 2, and Riley in the 3. Top 4 are on 15 lap runs. Oh, big air. Too big of air. Too much sauce. Schaefer might take over the point right now. Oh, Davis still out front. They both have 19.9 hot laps. It was a 21.1 for Davis last time by to Riley Schaefer's 20 though. They are virtually tied on the clock, separated by 1/100th of a second. And Schaefer makes a mistake, so Caller now is in the 2. So Andrew Davis, let's see what he can do. Oh, double snappage. Oh no, and now our leader goes off the track. So second and first having problems. Will Schaefer be able to capitalize? Schaefer in the 4, yeah, so Schaefer was actually the one upside down, so that was 3rd going to 4th now. So it's Andrew Davis, Ryan Kaler, and Cornwell. And the top 2 right there together on the track. Oh, and Ryan falls all the way back to 4th, so Andrew Davis, our race leader. It used to be 2nd, but falls back to 4th. Time has expired here in race 35-36. The fast guys coming up next in this class. That'll be heat 5 of 5, the A Resort. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I got a mouth breather again. We got the cause in the house. Do it for a good cause. Cause of Crea. Nobody's gonna zoom in on him? Nope. There he is. There you go. He has his clothes on. That's a good sign. Yeah, there he is on screen. Everyone just embrace yourself. The Chiggy Nug Nugs, that is Kaz. Kazakrea. I'm trying to make the new saying, do it for a good cause. No one wants a bad cause. Don't let his looks fool you. He is a truck driver. Wonder if Hyder's on here watching. Off and rolling here in the fast heat of J Concepts Expert 13.5 four-wheel drive. Who do you guys got in the chat? We got Tyler Hook's been going good. Levi Raymond, Chase Raymond, the brothers going quick. They got the blue body, the green body. And Tyler's been in the silver body, but it looks like he has his paint scheme in four-wheel drive. I forgot about that. Two-wheel, he has the silver body. Ooh. Off and rolling. Let's see who goes quick after a couple laps. Right now, Chase Raymond opens up. Oh, no. Levi making a mistake, and he's our overall TQ in this class, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Levi with, oh, he has a 0, a 0, and a 2. So this one's still up for grabs. Kind of. No, not really, actually. He is the TQ. Levi Raymond has a 0, a 0, and a 2. And no one else has anything that will work with that. Tyler Hooks has a 0, a 4, and a 5. So it's just Levi. No, Levi has it. Chase Raymond, our race leader over Doug. Dougie Fresh in the 2 spot. Doug, where's he sitting right now? Doug needs a good run. He is, wow, down in 11th right now with a 3, a 5, and a DNF. So yeah, he does need a good run, Mr. Doug. Yeah, so he broke in the last round. So Doug's gonna try to put in a solid race. Maybe start up in the top 3 if he can do so. He is in second. That is the red buggy, Team Associated driver, Team Powers Power. Going good right here in front of the driver's stand, nice and smooth. Based on the RC Garage ranking, he is the #1 stock racer in the country. Both 4-wheel and 2-wheel as he works his way around some traffic. Ooh, they're getting a little bit dicey back there. Doug trying to push the pace up as he is a second back from Chase Raymond. So basically, it's the all green, the all blue, and the all red who have been flying in this class. Tyler Hooks has an all silver in his 2-wheel class. Maybe needs to go to all silver here in 4-wheel because the solid colored paint scheme seem to be the move as Doug makes a little mistake. But Levi also upside down. Levi down in the 4th spot. I think he's feeling all right, though. He's already got the TQ wrapped up. Maybe he's breaking in tires. You never know. And on with Chase, our race leader, making a small bobble. Still does a 19.8. His best lap. Oh, another mistake right there. So Chase, 2 in a row. So Doug might be able to get a TQ. And that would at least move him up into second, actually, overall. From 11th, he has a 3 and a 5. Currently, Tyler Hooks has a 4 or 5 in TQ. So if Doug could TQ, he can move into second place overall on the grid. Chase Raymond, he can move into second spot as well. So Chase currently with a 3, a 2, and a 4. A TQ would throw that 4 away and give him a 5. So it would be a Raymond twin lockout up in the front. Chase Raymond falling around in the all green buggy. His brother in the all blue. And a crash right here in front of him. Let's see if that driver lets him by. I think that might be Sammy Moran. Sammy having a rough go around, and he has an 8, a 7, a 7, currently locked into the main, sitting 5th. Oh no! Big mistake right there out of our leader. Oh boy, so Doug is gonna go to the point here. Levi to the 2. 19.4 best lap out of Doug, 19.2 best lap out of Levi. With 5 seconds remaining, let's see if Doug can pull this off. He's gonna go from 11th to 2 if he does so. Chase falls back to 3rd, but goes back to 2nd. Oh, Levi having issues, his car falling off. Okay, he's done right there. Let's see what Doug gets. Last time was a 19.8, he needs a solid lap. Chase at a 19.4. Doug, 16 lapper, the only one, gets a TQ right there. It's gonna bump him from 11th to 2nd on the grid. Huge props to Doug, doing it for J Concepts, Team Associated, Team Powers, Cheater Racing back home. All the boys, he puts in a lot of work. Ultimate Racing Engines right there, NorCal Hobbies, Factory Team, all of the sponsors.
Well, to say the least, you needed that run, and going from 11th on the grid to 2nd overall must feel good to get a good one in.
Yeah, it was good. It was nice. I mean, I got a little bit of traffic there, so I couldn't maximize the run, I don't think. And then at the end, I got pressured after someone was already done for some reason. But yeah, other than that, it was good. The car was good. Ran a fresh set of JC smoothies. Really good. Definitely a little edgy at the beginning of the run, but just had to put in a good run and not make any mistakes and do the best I could.
Right on, man. Congratulations. Anybody you'd like to thank?
All my sponsors, Team Associated, J Concepts, Team Powers USA, J Concepts, or I already said J Concepts, NorCal Hobbies, Auburn RC, Bradley Fine Line Design, Ultimate Racing, my parents, Russ Johnson, the whole AE team, especially Spencer and Kurt and Davey Bada, and it's been a great weekend so far.
Congratulations, man. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Back to you, Zach, in the booth.
Yeah, great run, Doug. He puts in a ton of work over there, so those boys, tight-knit community, the young guns, kind of becoming the older generation now that we see, you know, the Raymond brothers and Ethan. They kind of have their little younger clique, and then you see Doug, Sammy, you know, just that whole crew. A couple guys I'm missing out of that group that travel around together. Davey moved up to mod, but all those boys grew up racing in the stock class together.
Well, Zach, we're almost done with this one, man, as we go into race number 37 of 38. Special thanks to Hobby Action for all the support.
All right,
all
Cole
of our viewers.
Tollard starting us off with a little bit of a wreck right there. So it's going to be Schimmel, who's been extremely quick. He got that gray Proline body that's not out yet. And those are two TLR teammates. Let's see how they work together here. Camden Lime up in the 2 spot as of now. Josh Ben in the 3, Billy Fisher in this one as well, running the S-Works with Camden. So those two feeding off each other, trying to give each other some setup tips, knowledge, all that fun stuff. Is one of them, I believe that was Camden going upside down right there. Oh, he's still upside down, so that's a rough one. All right, so it looks like Schimmel pulling away from Cole just a bit. And just as I say that, Cole almost put in a solid lap, but then gets hung up on the pipe. It is the TLR out front over his TLR teammate, Billy Fisher in the 3, running for S-Works. Getting that program dialed in. Thank you, TQ. Yep. We got 2 races left, and it's all super fast guys, some paid professionals here. Now Cole's car looking really good. Starting to pull in up on the backside of Schimmel here. It is Tollard. Oh, coming up just a bit short. Now, as I say that, Schimmel starts to pull away. So, again, Schimmel was in the 4-wheel drive World's A main here at this track, so he feels comfortable here. Cole goes for a spin right there. And Schimmel now just extends his lead over Tollard. It is the Losi driver of Brennan Schimmel in this one. Losi driver, TLR. Cole makes another mistake, so he's just allowing Schimmel to pull away in this one. Ooh, Schimmel, nice save right there. Just fun to listen to these guys use the slippers in their car. Landing on power, ripping before the triples. Cole makes another mistake. Schimmel on an absolute tear right now. Let's see what Schimmel has points-wise. This is our ProTech modified four-wheel drive final race of the evening coming up next. We know Rivkin has a TQ in round 1 and 2 and a second in round 3. Schimmel right now sitting 8th with a 4, 8, and an 8. He's on a 16.509, which has got to be a quick one. Yeah, so Spencer Rivkin's TQs in round 1 was a 508, round 2 was a 507, and round 3 was a 508. So Schimmel right there on second or third overall if this was round 1 or 2. TLR cars are hooked up. Schimmel coming up almost short right there on the triple. 19.5 that last lap. His fast lap is at 18.7 though, so almost nearly a second slower. Might be driving a little bit more reserved now as it's coming towards the end of this one. Schimmel looking good. It's his dad's birthday, I believe, either today or yesterday, so this is a nice little present if he could grab a TQ potentially. Slowing the pace down though, 19.7, another second slower than his fast lap. 16.510, he needs to pick up the pace just a bit. Ooh, almost going for a tumble. See what he finishes with. That is a 16.510 for Schimmel. See what he can do with that. Great run right there out of Schimmel. As we bring up Team Flannel right here, we got Tater and Spencer. Yeah. Oh yeah, so you can see right there on the top left, see the lip of the jump is a lot bigger on the inside. On the outside, it's not near as lippy. See if you could zoom in a little bit more on that, Chris. Yeah, there you go. You can definitely see the unevenness. And you're going to see, at least in two-wheel, a lot of those guys opt to land on the top. Four-wheel, they seem like a... the thing is, if their rear wheels hit only, they'll go for a tumble. But four-wheel, you can land a little bit more power, and it doesn't seem to chassis slap and bounce as much. All right, Spencer has a TQ and 2 TQs in a second. Tater Sontag has a TQ, a 3, and a 10. And those are the only 2 that have a TQ. So this one's also wrapped up by Spencer. Because even if Tater TQs, he's going to have a 3. Yep, so Tater just trying to protect that position as he's tied with Brock Champlin. So Spencer has 2 points. Tater and Champlin have 13 points. Going in this one, Tollard has 14. And then Dakota Finn with 15. Then there's a gap to Evans at 17 and 6th. All right, let's see what we got here. Spencer Rivkin's a world champ. Tater Sontag's a world champ. Ryan Cavallari, a world champ. So lots of talent in this race. We're off and rolling. We got Spencer in the top left. We got Tater right here in the main screen. Dustin Evans in the 2 spot, so haven't seen a lot out of Evans this weekend either. He's been working hard. Every time I walk by, it seems like he's gluing tires, so Dustin now to the point. And just as we say that, Tater back out front. Tater out front on our main camera. We were just talking about him. Like Matt asked him earlier, just not feeling super comfortable with his 2-wheel this weekend, which is odd because that's his WC car. But here in 4-wheel, he has been spanking. He's got a 3, a 10, and a 0. So another 0 would be good for him, but he is currently 2nd overall, so it wouldn't change things, but just a little bit of confidence going in as we follow around Spencer, our new race leader. Tater going for a tumble. Spencer now going to have a commanding lead. It was a 15.506 to a 507, so Schimmel's time sitting 4th. If they ended the way they are now. Still 3 minutes left. Let's see if there's any mistakes out of these top guys. Tater now sucks up on the backside of our race leader. Spencer Rivkin almost getting to the backside of him, so he's putting some pressure on him. And you can see they both go a little bit more to the inside. Spencer off the track right there as he had Tater all over the backside of him. Looks like Dakota, who was in 3rd, making a mistake. So Cav having a rough go around. Davey Bata down in the 6th spot. Cav 7th, Evans 5th. Dakota Finn 4th, Tater Sontag in the 3. He was our early race leader, and now he gets around Rivkin on the track and has to pull away as Rivkin's in the 2, but it's Champlin leading the way. Let's check up with Champlin on the back straightaway. Schumacher out front in this one. JC Tires. I believe he just switched over to Hobby Wing. Oh, coming up short on that tabletop. Champlin's currently 3rd overall, so he would have a TQ, a 2, and a 2. If Tater finishes anything past 2nd, actually, Brock might be able to move up into the 2 spot over Tater on the overall.
Right now, Spencer, Tater, and Brock all within 0.8 of a second right now.
And a new hot lap out of Tater that time by 18.8 to Brock and Spencer's 18.9. They both do 19.2s that last lap. So Tater is the man on the move right now. Never mind. Makes a mistake. Now Spencer all over his back door. So Champlin gets up on 2. Brock Champlin looking for a dub, but he's got 3/10 cushion between himself and Rivkin, who has a 9/10 cushion between himself and Sontag. So good racing here in qualifying. Oh, Brock makes a mistake. 45 seconds left on the master clock, so Brock's gonna fall back 2, 3, maybe 4. Yep, from 1st to 4th, so now it's Rivkin Finn out of nowhere. He's only a 10th out of this one. And Schimmel's time check this out. Schimmel might get a TQ if there's a mistake out of Rivkin. 18 seconds left. Everyone's on, or I shouldn't say everyone, but Rivkin's on a 5:10. Dakota's on a 5:10. Brennan Schimmel did a 5:10.3. So 2/10 quicker is Spencer as of now as he picks up the pace. He's got traffic right in front of him. Dakota picks up the pace. It's a half a second difference. That's Tater right there in front. Let's see if he blocks forward. Oh! Rivkin almost making a bobble. I told you that tabletop's probably the hardest part of the track. It looks simple, but it ain't. And now Spencer and Dakota both quicker than Schimmel. Dakota, Finn gonna get it right there. And Finn needed that. He has a 7, a 5, and a 3, so now his points are gonna get a lot better. Wow, that was a great race right there. I don't know if it's gonna change his position or not. Oh yeah, it's gonna change it a lot. He'll have 7 points now. So he'll go to second on the grid, I do believe. 18.
Well, pulling a rabbit out of your hat there at the end, kind of not there, and then pushing it, and 0.2 of a second grabbing that one from Spencer, and definitely improving your points going into tomorrow.
Yeah, like I said, I definitely needed that round. We made some more changes with the forward ride coming to this round too. I think it was a little bit better. Wasn't exactly what I was going for. I was looking for a little bit more steering. My car was a lot more stable and easier to drive, so was able to push a little bit more. I had one mistake out there, but everyone was crashing and making mistakes. I think we were all pushing pretty hard. So yeah, definitely, hopefully improve the position, and we'll see where we end up for the finals.
Right on, man. Car looks good out there. Definitely the whole TLR team. I'm sure you guys are working together back there in the pits.
Yep.
Congrats on the win, my man. And we're looking forward to a battle tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks.
Got it. Thank you, Zach. And back to you in the booth.
Yeah, awesome run right there. Dakota Finn making it happen. Spencer Rivkin pushing hard at the end. They both finished on a 5:09, so they had extremely quick laps on the final lap. Impressive run out of Schimmel as well, because remember, he had some mistakes in his heat out of the B. And he had some trouble in his heat. They all kind of had bobbles, so it evens out, and Schimmel gonna get a 3 for the round. Looking at the points right here, he had a 4, a 8, and an 8, so a 3 is really gonna help his program as he was sitting 8th overall. I'm not sure where it's gonna end up. We'll have to wait for the computer to update, which it might be by now. Take a gander. ProTech modified 4-wheel is updated, so Rivkin is our TQ. Tater Sontag will start second. Dakota Finn, I said he goes up to second. He actually goes up to third, so pretty close. He was 1 point behind his teammate Tater. Brock Champlin, who needed that TQ, falls to fourth. Cole Tollard's going to start fifth. Brennan Schimmel jumping up into the 6th spot right there. Very nice run. Davey Battis 7th. Dustin Evans 8th. Ryan Cavallari 9th. And Camden Lime with that S-Works 10th. So good runs right there out of that. Awesome ending to the day. The racing's been great. That was exciting qualifying. These guys are putting on a show. Again, we had 3 world champion drivers in that heat alone. And it looks like the TLR boys are out here grabbing some photos. And it's going to be good. It's going to be a fun night. I'm sure a lot of these guys are going to make some small changes, but it definitely shows all the guys that worked on their car. I saw Spencer working on it at TLR. You saw Finn talking about it. They've been putting in the extra effort, and it's paying off here at the end of the day. Everyone's back in the mix. You know, Finn was kind of anywhere to be found early on in this event, and now he's right there, hopefully fighting for a championship. Again,
most definitely. Good job on the mic today, Zach, as well. Definitely a huge shout-out, guys, to Zach and the entire crew making it happen. He's going to show you some of our waffle things now. If you guys want to support the live stream, we have a ton of goodies, and this is one of the grand prizes here, that brand new Mugen MSB1 2-wheel drive buggy. That thing's pretty cool. It comes with a gear diff and ball diff.
Yeah, so almost feel like the price is right, lady. You can win this. But very cool. We've seen a couple of those guys driving. Tim Long's here. Sean's running one. I believe Jim Silve's running one. The cars look good. And then, of course, the most popular vehicle, the Team Associated B7D. A lot of guys running this. That's part of our waffle. And then let me grab this one.
Yeah, so we have
Finn up here.
Total of 3 car kits.
Yeah, you don't see that very often in the waffles, but we got 3 car kits. I know it's kind of crazy because of the green screen. It's not holographic or see-through like that. It would be pretty neat if we could make that work, but yeah. 3 car kits. And then, as Matt was saying earlier, this is a really unique gift. It might be more valuable than a car kit to some because you can't actually buy this. So kind of counts right there in the same category as a car kit. This is a champagne from the 2023 Worlds, and it's signed by the top 3 in two-wheel drive. They're all here. So you got Spencer Rivkin right there. You got Tater Sontag, the actual world champ, and then Brock Champlin with the little smiley face. So super unique giveaway. And of course, we do free shipping on all this, international, as well as the Maxline, we'll call it the Maxline OGO bag, but it's not OGO. So it's not just an OGO bag with the Maxline logo on it. It's an actual bag built from them. Here's some of the tools. We're gonna give that away as a set. Super cool. R1's giving away a battery, a shorty pack, as well as some other goodies here. So check out the waffle. We got Protec servos. We got some flannels in here, a snapback hat, the Desert Classic on it. And they're getting ready to dust us out, so we can't be on here for too much longer. It's gonna get crazy. It's almost time for dinner as well, but we appreciate you guys joining us. I think it's 9 o'clock start time tomorrow. The plan is all the truck classes are single mains. I didn't hear if it's 8 or 10 minutes. We were kind of talking about that. Larry didn't really have an answer either. And then AAA mains. Look at this thing. You can see the Maxline bag. It's a PowerNet bag, it looks like, with Maxline on it, but it's super nice. And durable back as well. Almost the same size as the OGO, so check that out. Part of our waffle prizes. And again, we appreciate having you. Super cool to be able to broadcast this all around the world, so thank you guys for tuning in. It'll be 9 a.m. start time here tomorrow for all the lower mains, and then we will have one bump up going in those AAA mains, or all lower mains, and then even in the AAA mains, I believe they're taking 11 cars total. So again, we appreciate you. They're getting ready to dust us out up here. And if we could drop the waffle, did you already drop the waffle link?
I dropped the waffle link, so should be good, guys. Yeah, it's, what are we at right now? We're at about 7 o'clock. We have to work on our PTZ and see if we can get that up for tomorrow. That'll be wicked cool if we can.
Yep.
Special thanks again, guys. Shout out to Zach over here, killing it. David Orner.
David, Chris.
We've got Chris over there. Jason Bollinger doing all the awesome photos. We've popped the links in there as well. You guys can check it out. And, share those photos around. It's our pleasure. If you guys want any printed photos, we posted up the links, too, of how you can make that happen, as well as if you're trackside here, we can make that happen as well and print them on site for you guys. So we have a couple people heading over for that already. So thank you again, guys, for everything. It's let me see if I can even slide in here. I think I can. It looks a little bit weird. There we go. But definitely appreciate you guys. TQ Chef saying the Fantastic Five. The green screen isn't as dialed in on me as it is on Zach. We'll get it a little bit better every time we get a little better. But just, hey, it went good today.
Yeah.
I feel like we're still shorthanded, but we made it happen.
Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, everyone kind of understands. It's nice being able to rotate off and everyone gets to go work on their car, eat, take a chill pill for a second. It got kind of wild with that lipo fire. I had a massive headache there for a minute.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah, and again, we appreciate you guys joining, the support. It's been awesome. We'll be here at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning.
No, it'll be great. So we got once again we're gonna get dusted out. So that's gonna be pretty sweet. So we're gonna get this thing shut down, guys. Cover up these cameras. That waffle link is there. We're gonna go get some dinner. And thank you so much to the entire mod crew, Mod Live Media, for making it happen. Thank you to Larry Tom once again, Richard Lake for running an awesome program, and all you viewers for tuning in, and just all the support from just the shares, the likes, and everything, guys. And those numbers really help us out. So when we go to a next event and we're doing stuff and saying, hey, the value that we can bring, and hopefully it brings more value to you guys and your guys' entertainment value, and it's a good time rather than just watching it on a fisheye camera.
Exactly. Yeah, it's much better having the follow cams.
Most definitely. Well, thank you guys so much. We will talk to you soon. Grab a waffle ticket. Will help. If you guys like the stream, grab one. You can win a couple car kits, a bunch of stuff. It's like 15 winners in total, guys. So we will see you soon. Thank you so much. We out.
See ya.
Whether it be chasing checkered flags, blasting through berms, or navigating the trail, AE has you covered. Team Associated, Element RC, Reedy Power, and Factory Team, vehicles, parts, accessories, and information can all be found in one place. So blast, slide, soar, and crawl with us at AssociatedElectrics.com.